Hello there, dear listener. Welcome to Slayers the Ruby Eye, Chapter 3, Part 4. So I could complain to you about the fact that I still haven't had any medical treatment, but instead of that, I'm just gonna hop right back into the story. Okay, hopefully all of you are faring better. Are you sitting comfortably? Then let's begin.
I think we have finally lost him.
And Zelgard sighed, letting himself breathe at last. We'd been running for most of the night, and had finally come to rest beside a waterfall in the forest. The roar of the water masked our voices, allowing us to speak without fear of being overheard. I had to hand it to Zelgoddess. He certainly had stamina. He had spent the last several hours running whilst carrying me as I, flailed around, and complained about, my aching wrists and face and everything. Although we had found shelter for now, dawn was coming up, and I'm sure the sunlight breaking through the trees would give away our position. My nose hurts, I whined.
Well then, stop picking at it.
Heh. Not funny. It's not my fault I got in touch with the local flora. I stuck my tongue at him and leaned back against the river rocks. The cool stones felt good against my aching muscles. My energy was waning. Due to my size, I'm more trained in speed and explosive power. It's how I make up for a lack of strength and endurance. Unfortunately, that flaw was showing up now. I needed sleep. Badly. But morning was coming soon,
Go ahead.
said Zelgoddess, watching my eyes droop.
We're safe here, and we could both use a little rest. I might as well catch up on some sleep too.
Oh, perfect. And when he closes his eyes, I'll just...
You'd be ill-advised to take off on your own whilst I'm asleep.
God fucking damn it. Wouldn't dream of it. I guess you're right. I doubt I could take on Resi this tired. And my magic's not fully back yet, so...
Fully back. Does that mean we'll be recovered soon?
He responded hopefully. That is some quite personal information, but yes, it should. And in exchange for that personal information and the promise that I'm not going to run off, do you mind answering a few questions? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Well, I guess you've earned that much. Oh, you're far too deeply involved in this mess now. Very well, where would you like me to begin?
Okay, well, let's start off with Rezo, or the Rezo impersonator, or whoever he is. Who is he?
Ah, so I take it he's already made contact with you.
Yes, but that doesn't answer my question. Zelgoddess shrugged.
Well, he's who he claims to be. He is Rezo the Red Priest. However, he's not the esteemed gentleman that the world thinks he is. Maybe he was in the past, but I've never known him as such.
So what, he's just spent hundreds of years putting on a front?
I don't know. I just think that sometimes people believe what they want to believe. They take things at face value. Do you even understand the significance of the item we're trying to get off?
Hey buddy, I'm the one asking the questions here. And I've got a much more pressing one. Is he trying to revive the Dark Lord Shabanigdo?
What does Shabanigdo have to do with anything?
Well, he said that you were trying to... Anyway, let's go back to the thing that you guys wanted off us. What was that about?
Well, the object that he desires is known by a great many names. The most famous of which is probably the Philosopher's Stone.
The Philosopher's Stone? And with that he could... Zelgoddess nodded.
The Philosopher's Stone is currently within the goddess statue that you possess. Well, possessed.
Wait, you're telling me I had the Philosopher's Stone? I had the Philosopher's Stone? How much do you think its market value is? Okay, the Philosopher's Stone. Have you heard of it? You probably have. Well, in 13th century France, chemistry was still in its infancy, and a guy called Nicholas Flamel... Oh, wait, sorry, wrong universe. Ignore that. Okay, in this universe. This one right here. There's not a single practitioner of sorcery alive who doesn't know of its legendary power. It's said to be a relic of advanced sorcery from a lost civilization. Or another theory goes, it's a fragment of the divine staff that supports the worlds. And those theories are all well and good, but the only thing we know for certain about it is that it amplifies magic. Not just a little bit, like, whoo, like a gazillion fold. Each fabled appearance of the Philosopher's Stone has profoundly affected the course of human history. It's believed that even an apprentice sorcerer in possession of the stone could theoretically wipe out an entire kingdom. Though it is a mere myth, a lot of the old scholars think that it's true. And I had actually held it in my hand.
What I don't know is what he wants it for. The legends exaggerate Rezo's goodness, but they do not exaggerate his power. On his own, he's outstanding, but with the stone, he claims he has no plans in conquering the world. He just wants to see it.
He wants to see it.
Yes. As the stories say, Rezo was born blind. He began to learn white magic for the sole purpose of healing his own eyes. Once he'd mastered white magic, he travelled the world, visiting other sages, helping people along the way. But while he could heal other people, he could never heal his own blindness. He began to wonder if his efforts were inadequate. So he studied black magic, and then shamanistic magic, hoping that they would provide him with enough power. He was talented and driven, and he mastered these mystic traditions as well. And still, his eyes would not open. Only one means remains.
The Philosopher's Stone, which he probably wasn't even sure existed. Zelgadis nodded. Okay, but I don't understand. You want to prevent him from getting the Philosopher's Stone, but what's the harm in him getting vision?
There may not be any, but my objective is vengeance. And that's why I wish to keep the stone from him. I'm nowhere near powerful enough to defeat him on my own.
You said that so bluntly. Is Rezo really that powerful? Zelgadis nodded silently. So this was all about Zelgadis refusing to be a pawn. Of course I'd feel the same way. So he's the one who did this to you, I said, referring to his stone skin.
Yes. On that day, he told me he would grant me power so I could assist him with his quest for the stone. And I foolishly accepted. I didn't understand what he intended to do.
How did you meet him? Zelgadis' mood changed as I posed the question.
Why, I've known him since the day I was born. He is, it would seem, either my grandfather or my great-grandfather. I'm not sure which, and I don't want to find out.
Well, they say laughter is the best medicine, and this laughter seems to be for some kind of mental self-defense. For real.
I suppose he doesn't look like he's aged, but he was born over a century ago. In any case, the blood of the famous, infamous, depending on who you ask, Rezo the Red Priest flows through my veins.
Sorry that I asked. Well, this is awkward.